I'd like to share some parallel to a curve options here for you. So let's go up to NC, drop down to 3-axis, and choose our multi-cut. I'll choose this surface, and it really doesn't matter if there's one surface or a dozen there. And we have a 3/8 ball. And what I've done here is we're going to start with parallel to a curve. The exact surface and zigzag. And under leads and links, we're going to start off here with the basics, and let's produce a toolpath. So it's asking us to begin selecting the curve there, so let's do that. And there we see that SURFCAM has produced a nice toolpath for us, going back and forth. But we see what's happening here at the end, so let's go ahead and let's change that. So let's go to our Op Manager. We're going to do a regen with original here. We're going to go over to our cut control. We're going to leave this sort of thing alone for the moment. We're going to go over to our leads and links tab. And what we're going to do is, instead of retracting to plunge clearance, let's have it blend those links at the end. And we'll say OK. Well, that's pretty nice. We see we have an improvement there. Let's put it on backplot, and let's see where it's starting. Okay, it's going back and forth. What let's have it do though is let's have it come off the surface. So let's go up to our Op Manager, and we'll do a regen with original. Go up here to our cut control, and let's ask it to extend that surface. And let's have it come off of there by, let's say, by 50%. And say OK. And let's take a look at that. Okay, well that's kind of nice. So let's say, for instance, that we don't want it to start in the middle, we want it to start over here. So we can go to our Op Manager and do a regen with original, and we're going to ask it to reverse that toolpath and say OK. So now, as you see that we put our back plot, now it's going to start over there. So you start to get some idea of just how much power multi-cut has. Well, let's do something else. And come on over here. We're going to regen with original. Under our cut control, we're going to ask it to do now is we want to just zig. And we even want it to spiral over there. So let's see how that works out for us. We're going to go to our leads and links, and we're going to make that direct. And we're going to say OK. So now you see that toolpath is even a constant spiral motion from one to the other. There's an infinite amount of lead-ins and lead-outs that are available. Let's go to our cut control. Let's go back to our zigzag here. Let's go to our leads and links, and let's ask it to approach from plunge clearance. And let's ask it to do a tangent line as an entry. Say OK. And there we go. So take advantage of the options, the power of multi-cut, and as you can see, it's almost limitless and how it's able to produce toolpaths to almost anything that you can conceive.